Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Up-N-Runnin. Thanks for watching. All right, on today's episode, we're going to wrap up this engine refresh. It's not really a rebuild. We're more of just refreshing it, getting new gaskets in it, fixing a couple small issues, and just to make it ready to put into another Blazer project. So we're going to wrap that up today, and then we're going to actually start on the Blazer project. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Alright, I thought I'd give you guys a quick update on the 1974 Blazer. There hasn't been a lot going on with it. We haven't had that much time to work on it, but I figured I'd give you guys a little update, so here you go. He's got the lock on and the door handle on this side. And I think he put the striker thing on in here and in there. Only the convertibles got those. And then he put the door handle on over here, but none of the trim is on yet. And he's got the door lock in. There's the glove box lid. So I know we haven't made a ton of progress on this lately. It's mainly been sitting here, but a couple of things have gotten done. All right, we got the new heads came in. Yeah, I remember all the Fords I used to work on. You just torque them down.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Pontiacs too, but these, the Chevys, you always had to adjust them. Yeah. They gave us the rocker arms there too. So what'd they say about the part numbers?
It's weird. I asked them at the parts store, and they're like, no, they're the same parts. Heads. I go, why do I have three different part numbers? So then I went on the internet, and some people say they're the heads, just throw them on. Some say they're not. But most people say they're the same heads.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, you can put them either way. They just want to make sure your accessory bolts are the same.
Oh.
I know it's happened to me in the past where I didn't have the 3 bolt pattern.
Yeah, like where they mix and match heads.
Yeah. I've had that happen. But I don't know the difference in the year. That's what you
Yeah.
mainly have to make sure is that you have the 3.
Huh.
The 3 bolts. So on one head it's going to be in the back, on the other head it's going to be in the front. Matter how you
Yeah.
put 'em on.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm just double
Well,
checking.
that makes sense because I've never known them to be different.
I'm just making sure on the intake side, and EGR port, that's the only
Yeah.
thing. Should be the same, right?
Let's skip head gaskets. See if it'll run without head gaskets.
Yeah, just put them on. Some guy joked, and he said, everybody's like, cool it, if they're the same, don't worry about it. And one guy joked, but he said, but now what about the valve cover gaskets? So you gotta be careful because you can put the valve cover on either side, but there's a way to put it on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just showing that. See that there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's that hole.
You're using like one end and not the other. Or, I guess for that matter. I've had them where they went to nothing. Oh, is that a return? Is that just letting oil back in to the valley?
Yeah, well. Is that a bolt hole? Oh, that's the oil return.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just letting oil back
Yeah.
into the valley. Yeah, it's way nice to do them on a stand.
Trying to find the pins.
Yeah, come up. You're way low. I think that's gonna be up to here. We're really close. You're really close now. It's just a matter of finding them. There it is. Ah, I was right.
Yeah. I should wire wheel these.
Yeah, well, I just put one in to hold it.
I am.
And don't forget, you're gonna have to seal all the bottom ones.
Wait, I'm gonna what?
Seal all the bottom ones because they go into water jackets.
I've never sealed them.
Really?
No.
Oh, I always did because they went in a water jacket, but whatever.
The only thing you could seal is the head of it. That's what you're saying?
I just put a little on the thread, so it'd be sealed at the thread.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Okay.
What do you think the torque is?
90.
That's what my guess too was 90.
150 foot-pounds.
Yeah, let's just start there and go down.
Yeah, I like that.
These were shorter, yeah. I don't know what that bracket was for.
I think that was on one of the lower, and it was for
Yeah, it
mounting the
was.
spark plug wires.
It was here.
Yeah, it was for mounting spark plug wires, but it's, essentially it's junk now. It's
Yeah.
broken, so.
You don't realize how much 65 is.
I know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about the torque earlier. It turned out to be 65, so we were a little off.
I gotta go to the torque sequence. I'll be right back. I'll look at the torque sequence.
Put it down a sealer in all the corners so they don't leak there.
Gotta watch that.
Oh yeah, it's squeezed out.
Yep. You gotta make sure you can see it all the way.
Alright, so the one thing that was missing on this engine is somebody put a chrome valve cover, or excuse me, a timing cover on it once, and there was no timing marks on it. So what Ed did is he set it up at top dead center and marked it just so we can see it with a timing light. It's kind of a little bit of a rigged way to do it, but it'll work just fine. So anyway, this is basically put back together. It's got to have the valve covers put back on it yet. I think he just didn't get to it. We just ended up being crazy yesterday, but it should be all ready to drop, into a truck or something real soon. So should be a real good engine. Ed and I were standing here looking at this engine yesterday too, and we got looking at the water pump, and it's like, well, now's probably a good time to put a new water pump on it too. Since this engine's been sitting a little while, it's super easy to get to right now, and none of the brackets or anything like that are, interfering with it. So I think we're gonna grab a water pump and throw a new water pump on it as well right now. So something I figured I'd show you on these Chevy engines, if you come right back here, right there, you can see there's a number. That's the casting number, so that'll give you an idea of what the engine is. So like that number might tell you, this is from an 80 to an 85 Chevy, it's a 305 cubic inch, something like that. But if you go around to the front of the engine, right up here, there's a little panel that tells a lot more about the engine. It tells you specifically what it is, and a lot of them even have a partial VIN number for the vehicle on them, so that's how you can tell if it was the original engine for the vehicle or not. There's tons of places where you can decode those numbers. You can do it online. There's tons of books that tell you, exactly what you need to know to decode them. So that part of it's pretty easy to do. So. But anyway, just thought I'd show you this as long as the engine was out of the truck and it was really easy to see. The same really goes, there's casting numbers on all the parts on these engines. The intake manifolds always have the firing orders stamped into them. So all that information's, readily available. A lot of times there's even, this is a little on the grimy side, a lot of times there's even other codes, in the block itself, dates and things like that. Here you can see, the codes in the heads. You can tell these are GM heads, things like that. So definitely use all the numbers. They'll help you out in deciphering, a lot of stuff. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode Up and Running. I hope you're enjoying the channel. Be sure to come back next time, and we'll start working on a 1984 Chevy Blazer. Thanks for watching.